Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the Republican Party, their donors, and how their donors are not donating, which could lead to significant issues down the road. The short version is that a lot of big Republican donors, they are tired of the circus that the Republican Party has become. And a whole lot of it has to do with the most well known Republican, Trump. Eric Levine, who is a very influential GOP donor, said, I refuse to accept the proposition that Donald Trump is the inevitable Republican nominee for president. His nomination would be a disaster for our party and our country. Said that in an email. The Times has done a lot of reporting about this, and it has downstream effects. It's not just about not wanting to donate to Trump, even from people who donated to Trump in 2016 or 2020. It goes beyond that. Other candidates are getting sucked down the drain with Trump because Trump does seem to be the inevitable nominee for the GOP. Well, there's no reason to donate to the primary opponents, right? To Trump's opposition, that's just wasted money if Trump's going to get it no matter what. And if they have no interest in Trump, they may withhold money from downstream races. They may not donate to Republican-wide efforts. There's a lot of issues with this. The Republican Party is going to have to contend with it because whether you like it or not, the reality is that that money that typically flows to the Republican Party then flows to advertising. You don't have to like it, but you have to acknowledge that in the United States, that advertising, it has a huge impact on how people vote. And there's a lot of Republican donors who are worried about the former president turning the Republican Party into the losers club. Now, some people would point to Trump's own fundraising machine, because he has one. He has his own machine, his own method of bringing in money. The thing is, Trump doesn't have a really good record of sharing that money. And right now, it seems safe to believe that a whole lot of that money that is being donated will end up going to legal costs, which eventually that money will run out. They are not in a good place for 2024. And it certainly appears that it's Trump's fault. A lot of Trump's supporters view him as somebody who's good at business and good at deals. Republican donors, they actually are good at business. And they know that his deals, his policies, are not actually great. They're not great for the economy. They're not great for their companies. So they're just kind of, let's just say, less than enthusiastic. If this keeps up, and I have no reason to believe this dynamic is going to change, the Republican Party is probably going to be strapped for cash come 2024. Those key donors, they matter a lot because they provide the operating capital, the funding to basically fundraise more. They pay for the staffs, and those are going to be needed. The Republican Party is facing a lot of issues, and we've already talked before about how there are state parties that are having real issues financially. And it's not just one at the state level. There's a couple. this reluctance to support Trump from major GOP donors, it may extend that issue across the country. And while Trump shows no signs of slowing down on his fundraising, because he is generally taking it in small amounts from a bunch of donors, that money, it doesn't seem likely that that's going to be used for advertising buys. So the GOP as a whole is about to be provided with a financial incentive to de-Trumpify. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.